How are you? How's it going? My name is Sandler Francois. I'm from Premier Paralegal. Great day. This is day 3. I'm going to be speaking to the non-custodial parents, giving you some facts that you can definitely find helpful with regards to child support. And I appreciate all the great feedback I got on day 1, just giving a quick talk about paternity. And I was asked to continue. And I was asked specifically, how do you go about establishing paternity? I'll always throw out this disclaimer: if you hire an attorney or if you have someone representing you, don't fire them until you see them lying to you. But I'll say to you, use this as an informational guide to compare what they're telling you to what I'm telling you, because what I'm saying comes from the horse's mouth, and the horse is who? The horse is the system, specifically New York City Department of Health, Social Services, even more specifically the Office of Child Support Enforcement. They're the ones who came up with all this stuff. So it's best to know how to play the game, because it is a game, and if you're going to win, or if you're at least going to have a great chance of being satisfied with the outcome, you should at least know the rules. So how to establish paternity? That's what I was asked. How to establish paternity? And I'll give you a quick rundown, because it's important that you know, if you didn't sign the acknowledgement of paternity, when your child was born, then you can voluntarily acknowledge paternity. And it's something pretty important, because now you and the child's mother have to agree. You both can sign an acknowledgement of paternity, also called an AOP, as soon as the baby is born. Acknowledging paternity in the hospital when the baby is born means that the father's name will appear immediately on the birth certificate, right away, no hesitation. Otherwise, if you don't do that, then the area on the birth certificate where the dad's name should be is left blank. And that can be weird. And it can also be a headache fixing later on, because after the baby goes home from the hospital, paternity can still be established, but there's some extra steps involved. And this can be done through the voluntary process by contacting the Office of Child Support Enforcement, or if you don't want to deal directly with them, because the name may sound a little harsh, you can deal directly with the NYC, or the New York City Department of Health and Mental Hygiene. And if paternity is established after the baby has left the hospital, the birth certificate will be amended, in other words, changed or updated, to include the father's name and the child's last name if requested. Now, parents do not have to sign the acknowledgement of paternity at the same time. If you and the child's mother, for some reason, is not getting along anymore, you don't have to be in the same room. You don't have to hold hands and walk down to the Department of Health. It doesn't have to be signed by both parents at the same time, but it does have to be signed by both parents. Paternity can be established even if you're in the military, even if you're incarcerated, or even if you're out of the country. It'll take a bit more legwork. Mail will be involved, and you may have to get a family member to help take the papers back and forth, but it can be established. You don't have to be in the same city, state, or borough, okay? And then also, it's important for you to know, if you're not sure that you're the father, I'll repeat, if you are not sure that you are the father, listen closely. If you are not sure that you are the father, do not sign the acknowledgement of paternity form. Did you hear me? If you are not sure you are the father, do not sign until you request a DNA test and wait for the results before making that important decision. I say that with emphasis because I received at least 10 forms of communication asking me about that, and I want to place very heavy emphasis. I'll repeat it. If you are not sure that you are the father, do not sign the acknowledgement of paternity form, request a DNA test, and wait for the results before making that decision. I think that's a nice way to close. Ask a question. Some of you may want to yell at me or be upset. That's okay, because it's the truth. Leave a comment, subscribe, or unsubscribe after listening to this, or send me an email at info@premierparalegal.com, info@premier, P-R-E-M-I-E-R, paralegal.com, or give me a call. I'd love to talk to you, especially if you didn't like what I just said. It's okay. We're all adults here, and this is real life. And speaking of life, I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy the life you have. It's a great one. Talk to you soon. Thank you for checking me out.